Thank you.
Good morning and welcome to the New York City Hybrid Vote on the Committee on Cultural Affairs, Libraries, and International Intergroup Relations. Please silence all electronic devices at this time. Chair, we're ready to begin.
Good morning. I am Councilmember Carlina Rivera, Chair of the Committee on Cultural Affairs, Libraries, and International Intergroup Relations. Today, the committee will both hear and vote on 4 resolutions. Resolution number 193, sponsored by Councilmember Natasha Williams, which would designate October as Youth Empowerment Month annually in the City of New York to recognize, appreciate, and celebrate the successes of young people and their contributions to school and community life. Resolution number 508, also sponsored by Councilmember Williams, which would designate October 10th annually as Casey Benjamin Day in the City of New York and celebrate the genius of his music and his unique contributions to a variety of music genres. Resolution number 518, sponsored by Councilmember Sylvina Brooks Powers, our Majority Whip, which would declare October as Jamaican Heritage Month in New York City. And a pre-considered resolution sponsored by Council Members Crystal Hudson and Tiffany Caban, which would celebrate the New York Liberties winning of the 2024 Women's National Basketball Association Championship and declare October 20th as New York Liberty Day annually in the City of New York. That's exciting. Now I would like to ask Councilmember Williams to provide remarks on her resolutions.
Thank you so much, Chair, and yes, congrats to the Liberty team. Amazing. Good morning, Chair and esteemed colleagues. I'm honored to be here today as we consider 2 resolutions that are deeply meaningful, both for our city and for our communities that we represent. The first, Resolution 193, designates October as Youth Empowerment Month. This resolution will provide an annual opportunity to recognize, appreciate, and celebrate the many contributions of our young the many contributions that our young people make to our schools, communities, and our city at large. Youth empowerment is about more than simply recognizing the achievements of our young people. It's about giving them the tools, the platforms, and the encouragement they need to thrive. I want to especially thank my constituent, Lynette Townsley, who has been running the NAACP Youth Division for a while, for her remarkable leadership in organizing community support for this resolution. Lynette is a tireless advocate for youth empowerment, and her dedication has helped bring this recognition to the forefront. As we establish Youth Empowerment Month, it is our hope that this celebration will become a vibrant citywide initiative. Imagine a month filled with college fairs, art installations, days of community service, documentary screenings, and performances, all designed to showcase the incredible talents and contributions of our youth. Next, I'd like to turn my attention to Resolution 508, which will establish Casey Benjamin Day in New York City. Casey Benjamin was a talented artist who grew up in South Jamaica, Queens, and his impact on the world of music was profound. He was a multi-instrumentalist, a saxophonist, vocoderist, keyboardist, producer, and songwriter who became a key member of the Grammy-winning Robert Glasper Experiment. But beyond his musical accomplishments, Casey was a beacon of creativity, resilience, and inspiration for so many. He picked up the saxophone at just 8 years old and honed his craft at LaGuardia High School, a school that has fostered some of the greatest talent in our city. His sudden passing this past March at the age of 45 was a devastating loss to both the music world and our community. By designating October 10th as Casey Benjamin Day, we are not only honoring his memory, but also celebrating his lifelong contributions to music and to the cultural fabric of our city. I want to acknowledge T.L. Cross and the family of Casey Benjamin for their continued advocacy of his legacy. In closing, I want to thank the members of this committee and the chair for considering these 2 resolutions, Youth Empowerment Month and Casey Benjamin Day. Both represent the values that define our city: creativity, resilience, and the belief in the potential of every New Yorker, young and old. Together, we can ensure that these legacies of empowerment and inspiration continue to shape New York City for generations to come. And thank you so much, Regina.
Thank you, Councilmember Williams. I just want to recognize the members that are here. Councilmember Osei, Majority Whip Brooks Powers, Councilmember Hanks, Lewis, Williams, Ung, and Carr. And of course, Hudson to my left. Oh, and Hanif. Thank you all. Thanks again, Councilmember Williams. Now, Councilmember and Majority Whip Brooks Powers will provide remarks on her resolution.
Thank you, Chair, and good morning, colleagues. Today, I'm proud to stand before you as a daughter of Jamaican immigrants and request your support for Resolution 518, which formally designates October as Jamaican Heritage Month in New York City. Jamaicans are a vital part of our city's fabric, especially in Southeast Queens, where the influence of Jamaican culture through music, art, and innovation has had a profound impact on the community. Their contributions go far beyond the arts, touching areas like science, education, and entrepreneurship, making New York City stronger and more vibrant. With Jamaicans representing 5.5% of the city's foreign-born population and 2% of the total population, particularly concentrated in Southeast Queens, Brooklyn, and the Bronx, the cultural and economic contributions of this community cannot be overstated. This resolution allows us to honor Jamaica's rich heritage and its enduring influence here in New York City, while also aligning with Jamaica's National Heritage Week, celebrated in the third week of October. It's an important opportunity for us to officially recognize the lasting contributions of the Jamaican community. I am proud to bring this resolution forward and look forward to celebrating the vibrant legacy of Jamaica each October. Thank you.
Thank you, Majority Whip Brooks Powers. And now Councilmember Hudson will provide remarks on her resolution.
Thank you so much, Chair. For so many fans, watching and following the New York Liberty has long served as a place of community building and inspiration. Today, more than 25 years after the team's founding in 1997, the New York Liberty remain a bastion of hope for our city. As a coveted professional sports franchise with elite athletes who use their platform to remind us that the fight for equality and justice, while never truly complete, can also be fun to watch and can yield championships of which we can all be proud. On October 20th, New York Liberty did just that, making history by securing the franchise's first ever WNBA title, while also delivering a basketball championship title to the 5 boroughs for the first time in 50 years. Resolution 629 will forever enshrine October 20th as New York Liberty Day and will remind us that when we invest in women, we win. Let's go Liberty.
All right. Thank you so much, Councilmember Hudson. I would also like to thank my staff as well as the committee staff who worked on preparing this hearing, including Katie Lowe, my Chief of Staff, Eddie Amador, my Director of Legislation, Christina Yelamati, the committee's counsel, Regina Paul, the committee's policy analyst, who also drafted 3 of these resolutions, at least, and Sandra Gray, the committee's financial analyst. I think we're now ready for the vote, Billy.
Good morning. William Martin, Committee Clerk, roll call vote, Committee on Cultural Affairs, Libraries, and International Intergroup Relations. All items are coupled. Chair Rivera.
I vote aye.
Lewis.
I vote aye, and congratulations, Council Members Williams, Hudson, and Brooks Powers.
Hanif.
I vote aye, and congratulations to my colleagues.
Hanks.
Congratulations. I vote aye.
Hudson.
Aye and all.
Osei.
Aye and all.
Ung.
Aye and all.
Williams.
I vote aye.
Carr.
Aye and all.
By a vote of 9 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and no abstentions, all items have been adopted by the committee. And Madam Chair, that is a full committee.
Thank you so much, and congratulations to my colleagues. And with that, we close the committee. Thank you.